Scott Weaver back at you again from Factory Direct Designers Workroom, and today we're going to talk about Drapery Stack Back. Well, what is Drapery Stack Back? Drapery Stack Back is how far your draperies have to go to stack past your window. That is what Drapery Stack Back means. Now, I get a lot of questions and a lot of emails about draperies because I have a video up there that talks about pleating your draperies, what the pleats are, what the spaces are. And I get constant emails saying, I have a window that's this wide. What should I pleat my draperies to? Well, I can't answer that because what your window width is and what your rod width is should be much different. For instance, on this window, it is only 40 inches from frame to frame. But yet my drapery rod is hung out much farther than that. So how do I calculate that? Well, a good rule of thumb, and it doesn't always, but it's a good generalized rule of thumb, is you want to use 1/3 of your window width. So what does that mean? That means when you take a tape measure and you measure from the outside of your molding or window, if you don't have a molding, to the outside of your molding, which in this case is 40 inches. Take your little calculator, unless you want to do it in your head, which is fine too. You're going to take your 40 inches and you're going to divide it by 3. Divided by 3. 40 divided by 3 is 13.33 inches. So you're going to go up to 14 inches, which means that you're going to go past your window 7 inches on this side and 7 inches on that side. So to figure out your rod size, again, you've got 40 inches, I said molding to molding, plus your 14 inches is 50. So you've got a rod size is 50 inches, and so that's what you're going to make your draperies to, or if you're ordering your draperies, it's 50 inches with your rod. And then another thing, not to confuse you, but even if your rod is 50 inches, it has to stack back to the wall, which is going to be probably another 4 inches. And then when they open and close, they have to go past each other, so that's another 4 inches. That's only if you're making your own drape. But this video really shouldn't even be talking about that. Basically, we're just talking about the stack back on how far you want to go out, and it's 1/3 of your window. So we're going to run through another scenario. You have a window that is a double window, so we're going to say it's 80 inches wide from outside molding to the outside molding, 80 inches, and you divide that by 3. It comes up to 26.66 inches, rounding up to 27 inches. That means that you're going to go past, on this side, 13.5 inches, and on that side, another 13.5 inches. And that's going to allow for that drapery to stack back. And to do that again, you had an 80-inch window plus 27 inches. Your rod size now becomes 107. So you can see how much different your window width is compared to what your rod is, because you're adding on a double window 27 inches more to make it so it clears past. Now, another point I want to make out, the reason why I'm rounding up on this is because you want to make sure it does clear the window. Going out past even farther will not hurt, especially if you have a thick fabric. All it means is when you open up your drapery, you stop it at the sill, opposed to it going out here someplace. So it's also important that not to underestimate that, overestimate that would be a better idea. So that's it when we're talking about stacking the drapery or stack back. That's what you want to do when you're making your draperies. And if you have any questions, you just leave me a comment and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.